My grandfather was a simple man, the kind of man who would give you his last coin and still ask if you were okay. Humble, kind, and full of quiet strength. But years ago, something was taken from him, something he worked hard for, a piece of his land. The land was rightfully his. He had all the papers, all the proof because he inherited the land from his father. But sometimes the truth doesn't speak louder than power. And the powerful, they knew how to play the game. One of them was a man named Mr. Kennedy. He and a few others came together. They saw my grandfather's simplicity as weakness. They bribed officials, silenced voices, and took what didn't belong to them. My grandfather thought, oh, he tried. He knocked on doors. He told his story. But no one listened. Because money had already spoken, he lost the land. But he didn't lose himself. He could have chosen hatred, bitterness, revenge. But instead, he chose forgiveness. And when I once asked him why, he said, because anger may burn the enemy, but it burns your soul too. I'd rather lose land than lose my peace. Years passed. My father, Grandpa's son, grew up watching all this, and he held on to that pain. He carried it in his voice, in his silence, in the way he spoke about the Kennedy name. But me, I grew up with Grandpa. I didn't hear the story until much later. I was raised on different soil, the soil of love, of grace, of peace, and somehow life came full circle. Today I own one of the biggest companies in town, and guess who stands by me every day? My manager, my best friend, the most loyal person in my life, Stephen, Mr. Kennedy's last son. We built something great together, without knowing the history that tried to keep us apart. When Grandpa found out about Stephen, he did something we didn't expect. He called everyone, our entire family, home and abroad, and even Mr. Kennedy's family. We all gathered. People were curious. Some were confused. Some were still angry. But Grandpa stood up. And in that quiet room filled with memories and tension, he spoke. Years ago, I lost my land. But today I've gained something far greater. A family reunited. Love that reached across pain. And proof that what you plant in the hearts of children grows into the world we see tomorrow. Raise your children with love, because tomorrow is pregnant. And no one knows what it will deliver. Mr. Kennedy cried. My father did too. That day we didn't just share food, we shared healing. Forgiveness doesn't erase the past, but it can rewrite the future. Let go of hate, because sometimes the people who hurt us will need our help tomorrow. And love. Love is the only thing strong enough to build bridges over broken history. Forgive, heal, love. Because what we pass down becomes what they pick up. Deep moral lessons from the story one. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing peace over poison. Anger and hatred are heavy. They grow and pass down. But forgiveness breaks the cycle and makes space for peace in you and in your children. 2. The past can wound you, but love can heal generations. One man's decision to love instead of hate reunited two families. What you do today can echo in the lives of your grandchildren. 3. You may not control what others take from you, but you choose what they leave behind. They took his land, but not his spirit. In choosing forgiveness, Grandpa kept his dignity and passed on peace, not pain. 4. Raise your children with love, not your wounds. Don't pass your pain to the next generation. Teach them compassion, not bitterness. Raise them to be bridges, not walls. 5. Tomorrow is pregnant, and no one knows what it will deliver. The child of your enemy may become your child's savior. The person you forgive today might build your future tomorrow. 6. Justice may fail in the courts of men, but grace never fails in the heart of the wise. Though Grandpa never got his land back, he gained something far more powerful: honor, legacy, and unity. 7. Revenge divides. Forgiveness multiplies. Through revenge, you lose more. Through forgiveness, you gain people, peace, and purpose. Hurt people hurt people. Healed people heal others. Grandpa chose healing. And because of that, you and Stephen could build something beautiful together. 9. Forgiveness doesn't make them right. It makes you free. It's not about excusing wrong. It's about releasing yourself from the prison of hate. 10. The seeds you plant in pain may one day bloom in peace. Grandpa planted forgiveness in the middle of injustice, and years later, his legacy became a garden of unity. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, like, comment, and subscribe for more inspirational stories. And remember, the world